So it's 2026 and Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister Okudzeto Ablakwa is already sounding the warning bells to foreigners and Ghana's neighbors that if you're not a Ghanaian and you intend to get a Ghanaian passport, you are likely to go to jail.
We are not going to allow foreigners. We love our neighbors. We cherish good neighborliness. We maintain cordial relations with all our neighbors. But you are a citizen of that country. Apply for a passport from that country and live with the effects of that passport.
So, according to the Foreign Affairs Minister, you are supposed to get the passport of your country. And even if you wish that your country's passport becomes valuable like that of Ghana's passport, then you should tell your leaders to work and put measures in place like Ghana is doing.
If you want your passport to be as valuable as the Ghanaian passport, tell your leaders to do what Ghana has done.
Hi guys, my name is Kweku Africa. If this is your first time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share this video. Now let's get into the story.
If you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe. These videos take quite a long time to make, so if you could help me out, I'll love you forever. Thank you all for your support. Now let's get back to this crazy story.
Now, this is the penultimate number and it's number 2. At number 2, I present to you Kweku Africa. Wow! This guy has a thunderous voice. Like when he speaks, you wanna listen. I've been able to watch a couple of his videos and I sincerely will tell you that he makes great impression in whatever content he's going to present. Thank you so much, Mr. Kweku. Keep up the good work.
So if you're a foreigner and you are thinking of acquiring the Ghanaian passport illegally, then you should have to think twice because it's already in 2026 and the sector Minister of Foreign Affairs, Okudzeto Ablakwa, is already warning foreigners that you will end up in jail if you try to get the Ghanaian passport illegally. So Okudzeto Ablakwa revealed that the Ghanaian passport has now become a delicacy on a spicy stove for foreigners because of the benefit and international standing Ghana has built. People are now trying to metamorphose into Ghanaians by force.
People now seeing all the benefits that Ghanaians are enjoying if you have a Ghanaian passport will suddenly want to metamorphose into being Ghanaians, but they are not Ghanaians, and we know they are not Ghanaians. And so if you are not a Ghanaian, you do not qualify to own a Ghanaian passport. And let me use this opportunity to warn that any foreigner found attempting to acquire a Ghanaian passport will be swiftly apprehended and handed over to law enforcement. And the Attorney General has assured us that there will be swift prosecutions and you are going to end up in jail. We are very, very strict about that because we do not want anybody to come derail the gains and the current value addition that we have brought to Ghanaian passports. We are not going to allow foreigners. We love our neighbors. We cherish good neighborliness. We maintain cordial relations with all our neighbors. But you are a citizen of that country. Apply for a passport from that country and live with the effects of that passport. If you want your passport to be as valuable as the Ghanaian passport, tell your leaders to do what Ghana has done.
And that is a fact because now all the African countries, especially in the West African country, Ghana's passport has been ranked as the first, even overtaking Cape Verde. So I'm going to read that article to you. Ghana has now officially overtaken Cape Verde as the country with the most powerful passport in West Africa. Now, according to the 2025 Passport Index, Ghana now ranks 63rd globally. This ranking gives Ghanaian passport holders access to 68 countries, either visa-free or visa on arrival. Now, Cape Cape Verde, which previously led the region, now ranks the 79th worldwide. Its passport allows its citizens to 63 destinations without a passport or visa on arrival. Now, this shift highlights Ghana's growing influence in global diplomacy and international access. So, that is it. Ghana has now overtaken Cape Verde, and Ghana's passport is ranking 63rd. Now, this ranking, which has been improved, reflects years of strategic diplomacy and stronger international partnership that Ghana has built. Now, the country has focused on building trust, expanding bilateral agreement, and strengthening regional cooperation. Now, this effort is what has paid off for Ghana and now increased the travel freedom for Ghanaian citizens. And so, in the West African sub-region, Ghana's passport is the biggest and is the one on top. And so, in fact, anybody will eye it. If I was a Nigerian or if I was any other nationality, I will strive to get a Ghanaian passport. And that is what is happening to Ghana. It is natural. But what is Ghana also doing to protect its passport and integrity? Because one thing is, if you don't protect your integrity, people will infiltrate into the system, take your passport, go use it for bad things like it's happening to Ghana now. And by the time you realize, your passport will not rank anymore. So I am particularly happy that, Ghana is taking this step. So the minister didn't mince words. In fact, he warned that any foreigner caught attempting to acquire Ghanaian passport will be swiftly dealt with. And he goes further to issue a message to our neighboring countries, especially our friends, Nigerians, that tell your leaders to do what Ghana has done. Now, what has Ghana done? Ghana is simply protecting the identity of our passport. And we are not playing games. We are having diplomatic ties and building strong ties everywhere. And that is why the Ghanaian passport is beginning to appreciate. So, if you want your passport to appreciate, you do same. Very simple. So, all those people, running schemes, promising people Ghanaian passport is going to bounce. If you try it, it's going to bounce. If you are foreign, especially those Nigerians who are, running helter-skelter for Ghanaian passport, it won't work now. It used to work some time back, but now we are conscious of ourselves. And Ghana now knows what they have. And so they are protecting it with all their sweat and their blood. And it is what it is. So if you're a foreigner, the earlier you stay away from the Ghanaian passport, the better for you. And those of you who also have the Ghanaian passport, you are lucky to have it, but it is going to work for you so long as you have the years in your passport. But if it expires, it is better you go for your country's passport because you won't be able to renew that passport you hold down. If you're a foreigner. So many things, so many measures have been put in place to ensure that the Ghanaian passport continue to reign. Because if we allow ourselves, our passport will be like, you understand? The ordinary passport like everywhere, where people are tearing the passport because the passport is useless. Now, me in a foreign land, I am able to travel visit. Just last, 2 months, I traveled to Indonesia. The moment I applied for the passport, they saw my passport. Oh, Ghana, okay, visa, Kim. I can go to Singapore free. I visited the Philippines free. I visited Laos. You see, we have the freedom. We have the freedom to move. But if our leaders don't stamp on the authority, what is happening to our brothers will happen to us. Because personally, I have a brother a Nigerian who needs to apply for a visa in any country he goes. Even in Asia here, all the countries around, he needs to apply for visa to virtually everywhere he goes. But I am lucky. Some countries are free for me. I can just visit when I want to go and visit around, or when I want to change environment, or sometimes when my visa, my work permit is not working out here, I can quickly visit those countries whilst I process my documents here. So it's an advantage for me. So for me, I am particularly happy that the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the whole government machinery have now seen the value of Ghanaian passport and are protecting it for us. What we also want is that those people in the system, you go after them and you deal with them drastically. If you want to become a Ghanaian, there is a legal channel for you. Follow that legal channel. And it's the same with Ghanaians. Ghanaians in the US, in the UK. If they also want to get passport of those countries, there is a channel everybody follows. It's the same. Don't use illegal means. Simplicity. Because the thing is, if you use the genuine way, when you get a passport, you value it. You value it so much that you won't, misuse the passport. That's why Ghanaians who have traveled to other countries and have other countries' passport, sometimes they respect the passport so much that a guy who said that his European passport was far more than a PhD. He struggled to get it, so he values it that much. And that's what we want. So, if you are in the diaspora, let me know what you think. What do you make of, Okudzeto Blackwa's, new measures they are putting in place to make the Ghanaian passport acquisition very difficult, especially for foreigners? If you live in Europe, in America, what process do you go through in securing passport of those countries? Is it easy like it is in Ghana? Can you just use some tricky ways to get passport of those countries? Leave your comment in the comment section. It's a wrap for today.